need it first and then Brian. Yeah, because they're first on the program.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Rotary Club of Tulsa. We're glad you're here today because you are in for a real treat. Franklin D. Roosevelt said, "We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future." Let's begin our program with invocation from Barbara Kogerman, song and pledge from Jerry Dillon, guest introductions from Alan Wayland, and new member introductions from Barney James.
And we need a pianist. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Isn't it great to have him front and center? We appreciate him. Let's give him. He's going to give us 4 bars, and then we'll sing with great deal of sincerity, asking a prayer in a song for God to bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountain, through the prairie, to the ocean, wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Let's pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stand again and bow your heads as you join me in this Native American prayer to our Heavenly Father, the prayer of the 4 winds. Great Spirit, who comes out of the east, come to us with the power of the east. We are thankful for the light of the rising sun. Let there be light on the path we walk. Let us remember always to be thankful that you give the gift of a new day. Spirit of creation, we turn to the south. We are thankful for you warm and soothing winds from the south to comfort us and caress us when we're tired and cold. Unfold us as your gentle breezes unfold the leaves on the trees. And as you give all the earth your warm, moving wind, give to us warmth, and remember we are grateful that we may grow close to you. Great life-giving Spirit, we face the west, the direction of sundown. Let us remember every day that the moment will come when our sun will go down. Never let us forget that we must fade into you. Give us beautiful color, give us a great sky for setting, so that when it is time to meet you, we come with glory. Great Spirit, who comes out of the east, come to us. Great Spirit of love, come to us with the power of the north. Make us courageous when the cold weather of life fall upon us. Give us strength and endurance for everything that is harsh, everything that hurts, everything that makes us squint. Let us move through life ready to take what comes from the north. Great Spirit of the sky, giver of all life, bless us with eyes to love what comes from Mother Earth and teach us how to use well your gifts. And all God's people said, amen.
Good afternoon again. We have a number of guests. When I read your name, would the guests and the sponsor please stand and remain standing until we get through all of our guests and hold our applause until the end. We have Eddie Creekpalm and Ilita Creekpalms with our host Rotarian, Caden Creekpalm, if they would stand, please. There they are. And from Rotary Youth Exchange, we have Kata Gomez, our exchange student, who will talk a little bit later, and her host mom for the time being, Viviana Suarez. From Celia Clinton, we have our assistant principal, Melissa Jones Chunu. We have Coach Dr. Tyler Miller. And we have students Quavion Phillips, Marquis Alexander, and Mandre Dumas. And we have 3 prospective members. We have Maureen Summers, who the host Rotarian, Prima Donna Braddock. We have Mike Givens, Brian Jackson's sponsor, and Amy Blackwell, sponsored by John Woodworth. Welcome and thank you for being here.
Rally up. Let's go. Rally up. Yeah. All right. Chuck asked me, I think on Monday, if I was doing this, and I said, no one's said anything to me, but, you know, I'm really not comfortable up here. I don't like the sound of my own voice. And he said, no, that's okay. We don't like it either, so just go ahead. All right. These are our new members for the last couple of months. Please welcome. We'll hold our applause until the end. Jorge Arzante, originally from Juarez, New Mexico, is a devoted husband to Maggie and a father to Lola Marie. Fueled by a profound faith in the Lord, he navigated a remarkable journey, beginning with his service to the United States Coastal Guard. After his honorable service, Jorge transitioned into corporate world and eventually became an executive for a Fortune 500 company. In 2016, he was driven by passion for entrepreneurship, community impact. Jorge, or Jay, he likes to go by Jay if you want to just call him a nickname. Jorge embarked on a new chapter by founding his own small company. During the pandemic, he acquired a company here in Tulsa, thus moving to our city. Jorge is the CEO of McKenna HR LLC, which is a healthcare and HR services to small businesses. Beyond the boardroom, Jorge remains deeply committed to his community, whether it's volunteering at local events, spearheading charitable initiatives. He is dedicated to building a stronger, more vibrant community for all. His fun fact is, besides the fact that he lives next door to Don, his many talents is Jorge is a culinary enthusiastic with a hilarious twist. He is mastered of all things French cuisine. So cooking with him is an experience and a scene straight out of a quirky French comedy. Delicious, delightful affair. So please welcome Jorge. Okay. If I say please welcome, just kind of nod your head. We'll applaud for everybody at the end. All right. They don't listen to me, so it's just, all right, go. Luke Beckman. Luke, there we go. Thank you. Luke is originally from Conway, Arkansas. It's written down. Okay, so forgive me. Go Hogs. Okay. Yeah. But moved to Tulsa just 3 years ago after marrying his wife, Anna. He is currently working for Simmons Bank since moving to Tulsa, and he currently serves as the market as a community banker. In Luke's free time, he enjoys traveling with his wife, pretending to be a golfer. He hunts and fishes and entertains his high-energy dog, Banks. He's a banker, and his dog's name is Banks. Okay. Luke has a passion for youth and loves serving in areas where he devotes time and resources to the next generation. His little-known fact is he played collegiate volleyball for the University of Arkansas. Please welcome Luke. Okay. Max. Okay, I should have practiced this one. Dunner. Did I butcher that, Max? I did not. Oh. Dunner. Okay, great. Max was born and raised in the Tulsa area, where he went to high school at Holland Hall, studied psychology, one of those ologies, at the University of Houston, where he received his degree. Max has worked many jobs, including a teacher and driving Uber. Since 2022, Max has been working with his father at Morgan Stanley and has recently passed all of the tests required to become a licensed financial advisor. Max has a passion for stock market and is an avid day trader. As a Rotarian, Max hopes to enjoy the company of great people. Good luck with that. Participating in the club as he learns how Rotary improves the community. Little known fact, Max loves chess and yoga and is taught both. Dylan Mitchell. Here we go. Dylan grew up in Maryland with his parents and two siblings. He received his bachelor's degree from the University of Florida before moving to Tulsa, where he attended both the University of Tulsa and received his MBA. Currently, Dylan serves as a financial advisor with Guide Wealth Partners. Dylan and his wife Ashley were married in September of 2023, and they live with their dog, M. See, he didn't name his dog financial advisor. Never mind. All right. Together, they enjoy being active in their lives with the community through camping, outdoor activities, playing cards, or spending time with others. Fun fact, Dylan is an Eagle Scout. Yes. John Woodward. John was born and raised in Tulsa, where he grew up attending Catholic school community. John attended St. Catherine's, then to St. Mary, and on to Bishop Kelly High School. Alan. Where's Alan?
Alan was the disciplinary actor while I was there.
Yeah. He graduated from Tulsa with he graduated from the University of Kansas with a bachelor's degree in social work and returned to Tulsa. Since returning to Tulsa with his master's in social work from OU Tulsa, as well as receiving an MBA from Northeastern State University. John's career in Tulsa has been diverse, starting with nonprofit by leading the 2011 Walk to End Alzheimer's for ALZ, then taking 10 years to lead the food and beverage services at Tulsa Country Club, as well as catering director for Justin Thomas Restaurant Group, only to return to the nonprofit world with New View, Oklahoma in 2022. John is the New View, Oklahoma's donor relations manager. His work is a true gift where he helps change and save lives. John lives downtown with his miniature poodle, Chloe, and he loves to garden. Little known fact, he loves jogging through our beautiful city. Now we're down to our corporate members. Is that right? No, let me back up here. Cody Burrows. Cody was born and raised in Chickasha, a small town, or Chickasha, depending on tomato. About 45 minutes southwest of Oklahoma City. He fell in love with the game of golf, and at a very young age, he began competing in tournaments when he was 12 years old. He moved to Tulsa in 2015 to attend Oral Roberts University on a golf scholarship, and now is my permanent partner on all golf scrambles. During the summers, he worked at Southern Hills as a caddy so he could stay in Tulsa and practice at various courses in town. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in finance in 2019 and immediately turned professional. He crafted a successful business plan to raise money for tournament expenses, and for 3 years he traveled the country chasing his dream as a professional golfer. At the end of 2022, Cody decided to make a career change. He is on the wealth management team at Stride Bank. His role is to create and nurture client relationships, serve as a trusted advisor, and maintain open lines of communication regarding financing and well-being. In October of 2021, he married his wife, Kennedy, and they now live in Broken Arrow with their 2 labs, Toby and Boone. Kennedy also played golf at ORU, so guess what they do for relaxation? It's golf. I know some of you guys, it's golf. Let me just fill in the blank there. Their hobbies include hosting cookouts, going to OSU football games, and traveling, hunting, and fishing. Now, Todd, Wade, let me see this. No, let's go. Joe Mathis. Joe, yes. Joe spent his entire life as a creative, and here creative is a noun. Okay, just let you know. As a creative, excelling at taking care of people. From an early age, he learned in gathering parties and dinners were the best way to show creativity and express appreciation, to make announcements, and show love and encouragement. Growing up on stage, he has also learned the ability to create a show and make people smile, laugh, and whatever an active crowd engagement is all about. Joe's interest in interior design, decor, furnishings, fashion design, music, and theater, and art provided a background for his aesthetic viewpoint in choosing event design profession. His little known fact is he has tap dancing experience, and his first car was a red 69 T-Bird. Todd Wade. Todd is a creative also and provides, can't I just say creator? Creative, okay, creative, to provide structure oftentimes from chaos. As an architect, Todd has designed multiple facets of building construction, including corporate, educational, retail, and multifamily residents nationwide. He has a unique ability of being able to see the big picture as he identifies the details that need to happen to accomplish goals, objectives of a particular project. Growing up in a graphic arts community enabled Todd to develop a unique eye for design. He has interest in landscaping, gardening, interior design, art, music, and also to his distinct knowledge of event design world. And his little known fact is he raises chickens. That may not be true, but Joe told me that, so I'm trusting Joe. Together they form the Rumble Drum team and lead the creative way that provides fresh ideas and responsible management for intentional results. Now, let me just say that we are, as a club, this is my pitch, we're at break even for the year. We haven't been at break even since almost the early 2000 something. So this is a good year for it. But if you don't want me to harp anymore, please continue to bring guests. With that being said, help me, yes? I don't have any more deals, do I? Again, no one listens to me. I just want to say that.
You can give me twice.
Now,
Okay, yeah, I like that.
I will hand out these pens proudly while you guys all applaud enthusiastically. Please welcome our new members.
Oh, I'm out of the way of pictures. Thank you, Barney. And welcome to all of our new members. You know, I've said more than once, we kind of rehearse and we do, but this is kind of like live theater every week. We just really never know what's going to happen or which one of us is going to, go wonky. But I have decided, in listening to all of that, that Sheree, who's heading up our fundraiser for the fall, I think that we have a real unique opportunity for a fun silent auction event. I've decided it should be a French cuisine dinner at my house because I have a French country home. We have some cuisine people in here. But in addition to that we could also offer, it could be an event with yoga, golf, and tap dancing lessons while at the event. So I'm just saying, we have some extraordinary talent, and we're only growing in talent with all of our new members. So welcome to the Rotary family. It's a wonderful family to be a part of, and we're so glad that you are here. And now on a serious note, the proposed 2024-2025 Rotary budget was emailed to you on May the 1st, and copies have been on the tables for the past couple of weeks. So hopefully you've had the time that you need to reach out to either Ashley Cutshaw, our Secretary-Treasurer, or our Budget Chair, Jenny Hammock. So I am going to ask and entertain a motion to approve the 2024-2025 budget as presented. Second. Very good. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. So our Rotarian of the day is Derek Frazier, our Youth Service Director. And today I was given his regular bio, but I decided not to read that and made up one of my own. So he hasn't heard this yet because I've gotten to know Derek this year, and I thought it'd be fun to share a little bit of what I know. Derek has been a member of the Rotary Club of Tulsa since January of 2020, and since that time has been fully engaged. He's a good example to all of our new members. He has served on multiple committees, spent time volunteering in many capacities, attended social events, and stepped up to serve on the board of directors this year as your Youth Services Director. He will continue in a leadership role next year as well. Derek is an avid reader, journaling some of his thoughts and reviews on social media for his followers' benefit. As an avid reader myself, though I only read nonfiction, I appreciate his passion for this and enjoy his reviews. He has an exceptional work ethic and follows through on all commitments. He is also a wonderful conversationalist. And if you don't know Derek, I encourage you to get to know him. He is a devoted husband and father, and I am proud to call him a friend. Please welcome our Rotarian of the Day, Derek Frazier.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tiffany. That was lovely. I thought there was going to be a Derek Frazier in there somewhere. That's a long story, but ladies and gentlemen of Rotary, as Tiffany shared, my full-time job is serving as Parkside's fundraising and communications director. And in recent months, we've undergone a significant transformation. Because at Parkside, we've refocused our mission to serve a particularly vulnerable population, which is children between the ages of 5 and 17. And our decision to refocus our mission at Parkside was not made in isolation. In fact, it was inspired by a profound truth that the Rotary Club of Tulsa has long understood and actively demonstrated, that investing in the youth of Tulsa always yields long-term results. And at Rotary, over the past year, we've witnessed firsthand the transformative power of nurturing and supporting young minds. We've seen how a compassionate investment in children, whether through mentorship, grant funding, or education, can reverberate through our communities, shaping futures and encouraging them to become the leaders of tomorrow. Over the past year, serving as the Youth Service Director has been my greatest pleasure, but I have to be very honest with you. I can't take any credit for it. I can't take any credit for the stories you'll hear today. And that's because the credit solely belongs to the Rotarians who have worked passionately in various committees serving the needs of our Tulsa area youth. So this is unplanned, and I know many of you don't like the attention, but when I call your name, and if you're here today, can you please stand up, and we'll save our round of applause towards the end. Are you ready? Dylan Hardin and Robert Jones, chairs of the Camp Enterprise Committee. Karen McCannell, chair of Shop with the Cop. Kaiden Creekpalm, chair of the Crescendo Music Awards. Alan Wayland, chair of Rotary Youth Exchange. Karen Langdon and Sarah Stokely, chairs of the Celia Clinton Partners in Education Committee. And if you are a member of any of these committees, will you stand up and be recognized too? Let's give everyone a hand. Thank you. So today we have the distinct honor of hearing from the dedicated chairs of our youth committee programs and to learn more about their unique and impactful work. From fostering a love of music to providing support at Celia Clinton Elementary, from simulating real-world business experiences to promoting global understanding through cultural exchange. Our programs cover a wide spectrum, but united by a common goal, to unlock the potential within each and every young person we serve. And speaking of unlocking potential, let's delve into one of our flagship programs, Camp Enterprise. Dylan, can you please come up? Camp Enterprise is an executive-style 4-day retreat in which qualified high school juniors explore the fundamental challenges, opportunities, and obligations of the free enterprise system. Established in 1976 by Jimmy Sade, this unique camp was originally developed with the help of the American Management Association and the Rotary Club of Tulsa, using tools available from Junior Achievement. The camp provides a select group of high school juniors, recruited from over 45 Northeast Oklahoma schools, the opportunity to learn team building, leadership and motivation skills, all while working within a real business simulation program. Campers meet and interact with some of Tulsa's top business leaders and work with international students assigned to their team. It's a global experience about what makes America's free enterprise system work. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Dylan Hardin, co-chair of Camp Enterprise, to talk more about this year's camp experience.
Thank you. As I was listening, I was saying in my head that he just did all the presentation for me, so here we go. Can I get the clicker? Oh, it's right. So I'm going to give a quick summary of the 2024 Camp Enterprise for everyone. For you that don't know, like I said, he explained it pretty much perfectly on a high level, but I have some pictures and some fun things that I wanted to show everyone today. So first of all, the last 2 years with Camp Enterprise have been a rebuilding period, so we didn't have anything in 2020 or 2021 or 2022. So 2023 was our first kickoff again. This year it was hosted at Sky Ranch in Qualpa, Oklahoma. We had a lot of new partnerships and a lot of new volunteers, which some of them stood up earlier, and then some of them were not here, but a lot of new counselors, which was really great to see. There were over 80 schools that we contacted. 16 schools actually sent campers. We received 40 applications, and 25 campers actually attended the camp. I wanted to list our volunteers and counselors. I was going to make you all stand again, but I'm not going to do that. But if you see them after, tell them thanks, because we could not do this without everyone's support. I gave a quick high-level overview of the schedule. I want to run through it with you because it's pretty neat. So as he said, the big part of Camp Enterprise is the business simulation. So they are running their own business in teams. They're working together, deciding marketing, all of these different business expenses that businesses actually have to make. And so it's pretty neat to see how over the course of 4 days, the campers learn and really start making decisions based on numbers and historic findings. It's pretty interesting. But a very high level is Thursday, the campers arrive, and then the Tulsa Changemakers gave a speech. And then they were introduced to Camp Enterprise and J.A. Titan, which is the junior achievement program he mentioned. Friday, heavy J.A. Titan in the morning. Lauren Rogers with the Tulsa Regional Tourism spoke. And then the campers had the choice between horse riding or Jelly Belly, which you'll see pictures in a minute, were pretty fun. It was pretty interesting. And then Jan and Brian spoke. Barney drove up and gave the four-way test, which was really neat. And then we had a DJ and a dance, which those are always really fun. Always invite anyone to come visit that because it's pretty interesting to watch. And then Saturday, we started off with J.A. Titan. We actually had a local business owner come up and speak, and the kids really enjoyed hearing his story. And then they had the choice of horse riding or skeet shooting. We had our famous steak night, and then President Tiffany came up and spoke. On Sunday, we wrapped up, and then the campers departed. So like I said, I promised pictures. I wanted to provide some pictures of the campers doing a lot of the activities that I mentioned. So I'm just going to click through these, and there's a link with a lot more pictures that if anyone wants to see it, I'm happy to share. So this is the campers with Zach, the speaker who drove up. There's Jelly Belly that I mentioned up the top right. It's like a paintball, but it's with little Orby balls. It's pretty funny. And then here is the group picture that we took at camp with our t-shirts, of course, that Brian's wearing. Again, a big thank you to everyone that was involved, either financially or with your time. Huge thank you to the Rotary Club of Tulsa Foundation, all the sponsors, all the counselors, and everyone that assisted in any way. We look forward to next year and hope that a lot more individuals will be counselors or help with different things, and we have a lot more campers as well. So thank you all.
Next up is Sarah Stokely, co-chair of Celia Clinton Partners in Education. A little history about this program. In late 1989, past President Hal Calhoun challenged his fellow Rotarians to do something significant to improve public schools and help the thousands of students who didn't have the support at home to succeed. From that impassioned plea, Rotary's partnership with Celia Clinton Elementary School began. The at-risk, underperforming school was one of the last in the Tulsa Public Schools to be adopted. For many years, Rotarian Terry Heritage funded the distribution of student dictionaries for each of the school's third graders. Bob Rorschach launched a student chess club. Scott Petty helped organize Friday backpack food distributions for students. Rotarian Wanda Hartman, an educator who developed an innovative reading literacy program, conducted special classes for students and their non-English speaking parents. And then there was Mike Chittum, who chaired the club's Adopt a School committee for 7 years. After Mike Chittum passed away in 2008, the name of the Rotary Adopt a School Committee was changed to the Mike Chittum Partners in Education Committee. The school media center was named the Mike Chittum Memorial Library, and the city park adjacent to the school was renamed Chittum Park. In 2001, Rotarians dedicated the Serendipity Center, a $100,000 outdoor classroom built largely with volunteer labor. In 2003, Rotary was named Tulsa's Outstanding Partner in Education by the Tulsa Regional Chamber. And in 2014, Rotarians dedicated a $125,000 playground for students at Celia Clinton. Over the years, Rotary's involvement has helped to transform the school, while scores of Rotarians who have volunteered have been blessed as well. Here to talk more about this year's program is Sarah Stokely.
Hello. I would like to thank my committee, Daniel Gomez, Jenny Hammock, and Karen Langdon, that helped me this year with all of our activities. The first thing I want to talk about, though, before I say anything about what we did at the school this year is I became a mentor to a third grader. He's 10 years old, and he lives with his grandparents. The first time I went to mentor him, I discovered he couldn't tie his shoes. So 15 minutes later, he could. When I saw him this last Monday, I looked down and I said, "Yay, Jeremy, you can tie your shoes now." And we've been playing some games. We played Monopoly, and we also played dominoes, and we're working on math skills. So my heart tells me that all of you guys in here have an hour, 30 minutes once a month that you could go mentor at Celia Clinton. And Tommy Lynn has background check sheets that you can fill out to do that. But some of the things that we did this year at the school that were a lot of fun, Karen and Tiffany and I gave out back-to-school supplies at the beginning of school. We did a breakfast and lunch for the teachers. We transported all of the grades somewhere this year, from K through 5th grade. They went to the zoo, Discovery Lab, or Woodward Park. Karen and I gave out 300 dictionaries to the 3rd grade. We participated in Shop with a Cop in JA Day, which Brian will talk about. Also, we purchased jackets and shirts for MAP, this measures their academic progress at school. So K through 2nd grade got T-shirts. There were 84 of those given out, and the 3rd through the 5th grade got 85 jackets. Last Monday, we had a cleaning of the supply room, and that was needed because when the school started this year, they had 530 students. This fall, they have enrolled 600, so they had to clean out the whole supply room to use as a classroom. We have field day this Friday, and anybody that can come and help, it's from 8 to 1, but anytime you have, if you have an hour, 2 hours, that'd be great. Another thing, Karen has been instrumental in working with people to go out to the school for new projects, and the Serendipity Center needed a redo with benches and sidewalks. The Tulsa Public School Foundation has donated a lot of money for this, so we're going to help with part of that. And I would like to turn it over to Brian.
Yeah, I'm Sarah's bodyguard. That's what it is. Yeah, no. No, fellow Rotarians, wow. I want to just stress, what does it mean when we have Celia Clinton as a partner? Well, it's really, we've heard this word before just this morning. It's family. So all of the faculty, the team, the staff, the teachers, administrators, they know that the Rotary Club of Tulsa has their back. And that's so important. You have a little mini city right there in North Tulsa. It's Celia Clinton. You're talking 400 students. Now, in one day, I'll give you an example. One day, junior achievement in a day. We arrive in the morning, we leave in the afternoon. We have 20 volunteers. Wow, 20 adult volunteers that go into the classroom and be with the students all day, from kindergarten through 5th grade, teaching them life skills that they need to limit the gotchas in this world, to prepare them to make life a little less scary. So financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and work readiness. These are timeless. These are skills that everyone needs. And so it's wonderful just to see that day and have those students paired with a volunteer. I'll give an example. Sandra Mullins, a long-time, 20-plus year member of this club. She was there at the end of the day, and she has a great rapport with the students, handing out stickers. And she found out when we were touring the teacher's lounge of a need. And when a Rotarian hears a need, we come through. And that need was an ice machine. And guess what? Just today, we're on the way. By the beginning of next school year, you will have an ice machine at Celia Clinton. So let's give her a round of applause. Wow. Wonderful. So what does that mean? An ice machine is just an ice machine. No. If a student gets a scraped knee on the playground, what will make them feel a little bit better? Well, a package of ice and a caring adult coming over to them and saying, it's going to be all right. So that's wonderful, fellow Rotarians. So Tina, our wonderful Tina, she put together a video, and it's about 2 minutes, and it's got a lot of pictures. And we know the time-old adage of pictures say 1,000 words. So let's take a look at that and just know each one of those students, they have a life. They have a life story. And our Rotary Club is partnered with them. We are a family. So thank you very much.
Let's give them a hand. And when was that volunteer opportunity? Was it this Friday from 8 to 1 at Celia Clinton? So also keep in mind when you're hearing about this, too, all these different really great committees and programs, think about where you might fit in this coming year, too. If you would like to serve on one of our committees or even be a committee chair, please keep this in mind. There's such great things happening at Rotary. Now, next is our Crescendo Music Awards. This program aims to assist in the pursuit of music education by making financial contributions to young music artists, students, and music programs. The program is an outgrowth of the International Crescendo Music Awards competition, which was founded by Rotarian Joseph A. Bias in the spring of 1999 with a budget of $1,500 from the Rotary Club of Tulsa. And that first year, 11 high school and college students auditioned for a jury of 6 Rotarians. 3 were called back to perform for the entire club, and cash prizes were awarded. Through its 16 competition seasons, over 900 students auditioned, and $463,000 was awarded as cash prizes to extremely talented young musicians. In 2019, the International Crescendo Music Awards competition transitioned into the current grant awarding format focused on supporting music programs and the most talented young musicians within a 50-mile radius of Tulsa. $25,000 in grants were awarded in the first year. And here to share about this year's Crescendo Music Awards is Chair Kaiden Kriegbaum.
Thank you very much, Derek. Thank you. It is my great honor to chair the Crescendo Music Awards Grants competition. First, because I was a winner 20-some years ago in the early days of the competition, so it's wonderful to come full circle and be on the other end. Let me talk just a minute about some of the awards that we gave away this year and then introduce a very special guest to perform for you. So, very briefly, this year we gave away 5 different grant awards. To the Tulsa Symphony Orchestra, a $6,000 grant to fund part of the Link Up program, which is an extraordinary program that serves 13,000 kids every year. Most elementary schools in Tulsa participate in the Link Up program. It touches a lot of students. We awarded an $8,000 grant to Sistema Tulsa, to purchase new instruments for that musical program. We awarded $3,000 to the Signature Symphony to fund some of the expenses for an upcoming conducting workshop to teach young people how to be conductors. And then in the individual category, we awarded 2 grants. One, Lydia Gray, who has sung for this program before, this club. She is an opera singer, and we awarded her $7,000 to participate in an extraordinary opera festival in Europe this summer to further her career. And finally, we awarded $2,000 to Jade Holt, and she is a young pianist you will hear in just a moment. We awarded her $1,500 to help with the expenses for a summer program she's attending this summer, and an additional $500 special Bob Linacher Award in his honor from a special donor, because we found her application so extraordinary. Now, today, Jade is going to come in just a moment and play Chopin's Variations Brillantes, Brilliant Variations. The shortest way to introduce Jade is to say when I had the honor of telling the Rotary Club of Tulsa Foundation Board what all of our proposed winners would be this year, and I explained each of them, I said about Jade Holt, well, she's an extraordinary young pianist. Many of you know I'm a pianist by training, and I said she recently played a Mozart piano concerto with the Youth Symphony. She played a Mendelssohn piano concerto with the Tulsa Youth Symphony. In fact, she's doing many of the same things I did when I was in high school, but she's in the 5th grade. And so I hope when Jade comes in just a moment to share, and Jade, you feel free to make your way to the piano, I just hope you'll understand the extraordinary thing you're about to witness. There are not many 5th graders. It's a vanishingly small number in the world of 5th graders who are mentally and emotionally and physically able to do what you're about to do. This is something extraordinary, the talent that she's able to share with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jade Holt.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I feel privileged just to have sat on the front row to watch that performance. That was amazing. All right, finally, we have Alan Wayland with the Youth Rotary Service Exchange. Rotary established the International Youth Exchange in 1929, and for decades, the Rotary Club of Tulsa has annually hosted students from around the world while sponsoring outbound students from the area. Here to talk more about this year's program is Alan Wayland.
Thank you all. The committee's had another busy year. The club has sponsored an outbound student, Stephanie Suarez Fernandez, whose mother is actually here. Stephanie has been spending her Rotary Youth Exchange year in Milan, Italy, and Carol Craig, who's also here as part of our committee, has been her counselor. We've also had our inbound Rotary Youth Exchange student, Kata Gomez, who's going to present in just a second. She is from Colombia. Mary Beth Sawyer has been her counselor here locally. The committee also hosted or coordinated all of the host families for the SCRI conference. Over 100 students were hosted. Some of you all in the audience hosted, and we really, really appreciate that. Next year, Mary Beth Sawyer will be the Youth Exchange Officer. We can always use members, and we encourage you to check with us. I want to thank other committee members, Duff Weddle, Jerry Stamper, John Waldron, Joe Dossett, also for their help this year. We will be hosting another inbound student next year to be determined. And with that, I want to turn it over to Kata Gomez, who's going to share with you a little bit about her exchange year here in Tulsa with the Rotary Club of Tulsa.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kata Gomez, and I want to show you all, how my exchange year has gone so far. It all started on August 1st when I say goodbye to my family in Colombia, that moment where I was afraid with many expectations, millions of questions and talks. That the same day, in the afternoon, I arrived in Tulsa, where it will be my home for a year. When I got off the plane and finally saw all those wonderful people waiting for me, I calmed down a little more, and from that moment, I knew it was going to be a great year. Days later, August 9, was my first day of class at Bishop Kelly. I was very scared because I didn't know almost anyone, and I didn't know the campus very well either. I am not going to lie. That day I got lost twice trying to get there to my classes. It got somewhat difficult the first 2 months, mainly because some teachers spoke very fast, and sometimes they forgot that I was present. But many understood my process and helped me. I had some friends in some of my classes who also helped me if I didn't understand something of the activity. My favorite classes of all the ones I watched were zoology, dance, and ceramic art, and what was difficult class for me was history. Yesterday was my last day of classes at BK for all the seniors. In the last hour, we had some super fun activities. We had the water inflatables, water pumps, and the fire truck. I know that it was less than a year that I was in BK, but yesterday was something very emotional because many of those people became special to me, saying goodbye to them and not knowing when I will see them again. I had my first dance, homecoming dance. It was very different from the parties in my country, but I had a good time with my group of friends. Another activity at school was the Multicultural Day, where I met more people in BK from my same country, Many people came to our table to ask and learn about my culture, and also I learned about other cultures. A few weeks ago, I had my prom. It was very fun. I was struck by the fact that it was very different from how my prom was in Colombia. I wondered that it was only 2 hours of party, but thought it was very cool. That before, after the prom, all the girls got ready together and we went out to dinner as a group. As I told you, yesterday was my last day of school and the school helped me to participate in the graduation. So the graduation will be on May 17th. Another thing that I like to do is hang out with my friends, go to shopping, go out to eat, or just hang out to talk. I traveled and I saw more I traveled and saw more places in and outside of Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, I went with my third host family. Tennessee and Dallas, I went with my first host family. San Antonio to share Thanksgiving with my first host family, and Dallas with my second host family. I think there are some days that are difficult to spend away from your home and family. For me, they were my birthday and Christmas. I was always used to sharing this day with my family, and although this year it was not with them. But it was good because I was with people who were very understanding and made me feeling very good. My birthday was with my first host family. They organized a small gathering for me with my third host family and some members of the Rotary Club. And Christmas, I was with my second host family, and everyone was very kind to me. They made me feel part of the family. Another of my favorite things here were the beautiful sunsets and sunrise. The colors seen in the skies were incredible. In January, we had an activity that I really liked. It was a Scry, where I had the opportunity to meet more exchange students from another countries and share my life experiences and listen to theirs. Come Enterprise, it was an activity that I really liked. At first, I was afraid because I didn't know anyone, but little by little, I started to talking to some people. They knew that I was an exchange student, and they asking me questions about the whole experiences and the process that I am going through. I attended several Rotary meetings and realized the unity they have as a club and all the wonderful projects they have formed and accomplishment. I had the opportunity to meet Belen, who was an exchange student a while ago, and I went out to lunch with her, where we talking about many things about our moments on the exchange. In September of the previous year in Arkansas, I met the group of exchange students from the district 6110. It was an incredible moment because meeting people of different nationalities and being able to talk with them is very cool. I learned about new countries and even learned words in another language. When I arrived, I remember that many people asked me, "What do you miss most about home?" And I always answer my family, friends, and food. But now there is only a month and a half left to return, and that question changed. When you come back, what are you going to miss most? And the answer is everything. Sorry. I really think that I'm going to miss everything. My host family is hungry. Hanging out with my friends, Chick-fil-A, school, and the people that I saw greeting every day, the beautiful sunsets, and much more. Rotary Club Tulsa. I want to say thank you for allowing me to live this beautiful experience. Without your support, none of this would have happened. Thank you for being so kind and gentle. Thank you to all of you. Many young people like me had the opportunity to live an experience like this, which can only we have once in the lifetime, and it's really difficult to achieve. And thank you for all the good deeds Rotary has done, regionally, nationality, and internationality. Thank you. And my Rotary Club in Colombia, Pasto Valle de Atriz, want to give your Tulsa Rotary Club our flag.
Thank you. Miss Maria, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was hard, watching people out here cry too, so I'm going to suck that up. So I want to say Rotarians, well, first of all, wow, what a program, right? And I hope what you take away today is that you make this possible. You make possible, the Rotarians in this club, all of the things that our youth get to do in this community and around the world. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for a little bit of extra time. I know we're going over today, so I'm going to speed through these announcements, and we're going to speed through Sarge time when I get to that, so you be on deck, and we're going to speed through a side mic announcement. So all of you that are on deck, be ready, please, because we're going to rock and roll. So next week, Dr. Stacy Butterfield from Jinx Public Schools, our superintendent, will be with us, and I believe we're going to have a little cello ensemble here with us, also part of the crescendo to help. And so as Ben Gorell makes his way up here to this side mic, reminder that we could use volunteers at Celia Clinton this Friday from 8 to 1. Anytime you can give is appreciated. May 23rd, our dinner social at the MK Bistro on Brookside. And then June 4th is our final